Hi guys, we are in Tupelo, Mississippi. Guys, we are doing this little roundabout. We live in Florida, as you guys know, so you can't go to Graceland without at least stopping by and seeing the birthplace.
And seeing where he lived before they moved to Memphis. We were here last video, but we weren't able to go inside. This time we can.
So we're really excited. Our tour is in about 20 minutes. We're really excited to stop by. Yes. I don't know if you can film in there, but at least in the museum here in Tupelo you can't.
Right.
So
that's what we know so far. But if you're new, hello, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on that link. Hopefully you just watched the whole entire video, and we have a whole bunch of other videos as well. So take a look at that in the playlist. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe. Yep. Share with your family and friends.
And hit the bell notification because we do post videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So guys, we really hope you enjoy this video. So we made it over here to the Elvis Presley Center, Museum, Birthplace, and everything else. Over there is the house. Behind in this building is the museum.
They have the church closed.
They do have the church closed.
So when you pay, you get to see the museum, and you get time to go inside his house. So it's $15 a person. Yes,
$9 per thing, or both for $15. However, I do say that the museum has a lot of information of Tupelo, Mississippi, and what was going on in the 30s.
And a lot of gifts were from Elvis's fans. Yeah. So that's what's in the museum. You cannot take pictures or video inside, and you cannot take pictures or video inside of the gift shop.
No, you can't. But there was some good information. They have videos playing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was cool.
It wasn't bad. So here's one cool story that we learned in the museum, was that Elvis performed at the state fair. And it was like a little talent show. And he ended up taking 5th place. Who would have thought 10 years later he would be the #1 selling?
But didn't his teacher put him in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, his teacher's the one that...
And he took 5th place.
What were the other talents?
I know.
That's crazy.
But 10 years later he would be a superstar. But
we got what, about
20
minutes before we can go in the house, so they give you a time.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for our time to go look at the shotgun house. Guys, we just got done with the house. We went back to the truck because we're going to go to the cemetery where Jesse was born. Or buried.
Supposedly, but it might be unmarked.
Yeah,
but the shotgun house, like, I thought it was super tiny, but you go inside and there's enough room for 3.
Yeah, I mean, it looks...
We're looking back at it.
Sorry, I was looking at it. It's right over there. It looks smaller on the outside than what it actually is. It is still small in our mindset. As we've modernized.
But you cannot film in there.
No.
You can take pictures, which is awesome, which is great. She did say, the docent did tell us, we didn't get her name, but she was blonde. She's a cute girl. So if you're watching, hi, you did awesome. You're great. You're doing awesome. She said that Vernon came back and helped choose some of the furniture
and place it
of where it would have been.
And the only thing that's original
did have was just the house.
Yeah, and the only thing that's original is the fireplace
and the stove.
And the stove.
And they have the hammer, she said, in the museum, which I
didn't see it.
Didn't see it, but we also weren't really looking for it.
No. Now it's kind of want to go back and look at it. But honestly, this place was really, really cool. The museum kind of gives a nice little briefing of when the family was here, 1930s, how rough it was during the Depression. So it kind of gives
you like of why it looks the way it looks and where they lived and how they lived.
I was a little disappointed in the museum before we went into the house. And now that we went to the house, everything kind of just comes together. So the best way to do it, honestly, I would say is probably go to the house first and then the museum, because then it kind of gives you a better understanding.
If you had to wait like we did about an hour, then go through the museum. Take your time with it though in the museum.
Yeah.
There may not be a lot, but there's a lot to read.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
But honestly, guys, we're going to go over to the hardware store because they're about to close, and we want to go there first before they close, and just see where he got his first guitar. So
leave us a comment if you have been here and what's your favorite so far or what is different. Leave it on like any video that we have. We love seeing your guys' comments and start a discussion. We'll love to be involved in it too with your fam bam, and just keep those comments coming.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay guys, so we're at the memorial and we're gonna try to find Jesse Garen's grave.
Much like we do in Key West when we see Robert, we always try to see Gene's grave. We want to pay our respects to Jesse, even though he's buried here somewhere, unmarked. You know, Jesse came alive with John Stamos' character in Full House, which was his way of giving back to the Presley family for all the influence that Elvis had on him. But
he's 30 minutes older than Elvis.
Yeah.
Even though he was born stillborn.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to look, guys.
So guys, we ended up in this area here. Towards the end, there's the church on the far end. And right here, there's a lot of names Presley, so we haven't done a lot of genealogy to see who a lot of these people are in relation to Elvis.
Right.
But there are a lot of names, but we don't see anything for Jesse. But wherever you are, Jesse, rest in peace.
Yes. We came to say hi and just to come see you.
Yeah.
Because you deserve recognition as well.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that he's unmarked. So we're in the Tupelo hardware store, and this is the mark that started it. And up here is everything else. This is really cool. Really like it. They even have a picture right there of the actual guitar that he sold. And it says the unwanted gift. And right here it has the whole story from Forrest Bobo, the one who sold him the guitar. It's so cool. So somebody came up and that works here and talked to us a little bit. Right here is where they used to hold the ammo. And that's the old gun rack where they would have had the 22. So when we were at Graceland, there's a picture
tour.
that you can take
Or driving tour.
and do a tour in Tupelo. You could either walk it, you could drive it, but most of the spots are you probably have to drive it. But on the map it says in one of these buildings right here used to be the library. We don't see any signs. It's right across the way from the main drag, but
it's Main and Madison.
yeah, and so I mean it's pretty cool. That building looks like it might be too, but we don't know. Hey guys, so we just finished up our time here in Tupelo. I'm gonna get a little nerdy. Ready for some nerdiness? Just imagine when you're walking downtown Tupelo, being Gladys and Elvis, and just thinking about how much this place has probably never changed. That's so cool. And then you go into his hardware and you get a flashback to when he bought his first guitar.
Stand in the same spot, like standing in the spot where he sang.
Yeah.
For his mom the first time. Like, wow.
Yeah, this whole trip, which we'll link everything down, the Sun Records, Christmas in Graceland, our other Graceland video. These are all things like, you know, you don't even have to be a history buff. You just have to appreciate the fact that Elvis has touched so many lives and has affected what we listen to as today as far as music. Mm-hmm. So cool. It's so cool. But if you made it this far, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Mm-hmm. Clicking that link. Liking the video and commenting below. Please do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification.
Yes.
Alright guys, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.